Hello there, this is Reece Russell and you're watching the weekly Steelchair.
Come on! You know Reece has got you! Yeah! One! Break the steel chair down! Break down the steel chair! For those about to lap! I'm what you want! Baby, you know you're Judas and I'm your priest! Baby, what I got is not from the list! Bring it from the stage in the rage of the place! Step in the arena and break the chairs down! Step in the arena and break the chairs down! Now you know! Coming on down! It's like Reece, you know I got you, so now you know! So real! Yeah! Reece! Yeah! Reece! Yeah! I'm awakened from a deep sleep, you're all weak. You're living in the agony of defeat. I am the master of your whole head. I am the pastor flagellation. Step into the town and break the walls down. Your heartbeat is the only sound. Step into the light and then you'll know you were stopped and dropped by the walls of the steel chair. Now you know. Coming on down. It's like Reece, and though I got that, so now you know. So real. Yeah. Reece. Yeah. Reece.
Good evening, everybody. How are we? It's a long night. And to those that matter to me, this night I'm still going to be here for you, so don't you worry if you're watching. I care for everyone that matters to me, so don't worry. But here on the laptop, watching in the living room, we're on free platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Kick, we're on Twitch. That's right, you heard me. We're on free platforms and we're going to kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. All I ask is that everyone just stands by and just enjoys with me, you know? I'll do my best to entertain you. Can't promise much. I like the fact I'm sitting in the dark. It'll be peaceful. I'm in my living room. But I suppose I could put that one above me on. Yeah, we've got a lot of matches tonight. Yep, Pac and Darby Allin will kick off. Yeah, sure. The link should be in the Discord. Free platforms is going to be fun to manage. You're not really imposing. You asked. If you asked, that's okay. If people just randomly just came on the stream, I would tell them to fuck off. You're different. You know? Like, if you asked to come on, I've got no problem with that. That's different. There we go. Let me just turn that a bit. There we go. To be fair, it looks like Dynamite is already... Did Dynamite start? Oh, we're actually on time. Never mind. I actually started on time. I'm quite surprised. So the first match is Darby Allin versus Pac. Oh, look at that. He's spitting out water. Where have I seen that before? I don't have bedtimes. You, on the other hand, can go to your bed. Child. We've got one more TV watch along to do after this week. 2 more shows, and then I'm taking some time off. We don't want to listen to Renee Paquette. Fuck off, you dozy bitch. It should be a pinned message. Daniel Garcia is already on the screen. This show sucks. Haven't you had enough time off? No. But I don't see any channel working harder than me, Catherine. Respectfully. It won't be massive time off. It'll just be short. Daniel Garcia, Wheeler Yuta, Renee Paquette, already on screen. This channel sucks. Not this channel. This show sucks. Well, that didn't last long. Darby Allin's like, fuck this, we're already underway. He went right after him. They've actually got space in between the fans and the barrier tonight. It's about fucking time. Catherine, if you do that, I will take your moderator away. I'm not even kidding. I'm deadly serious. Like, for me, that's sacrilege. I will take your moderation away. Hold on. No, that's funny. Anyway, I've put myself in here for 2 seconds. 'Cause I got it on my phone. Hold on. Add guest. There we go. Copy link. It's a permanent link. It should be in the Discord, but I'm putting it back in now. I'll pin it. Hold on. There. Pinned. And leave. It was because I joined it from my phone, so it'll have like bits of noise beside me as well from what was there. That's what it was. Catherine, I know it's rude, but the difference is at least I'm holding you accountable. If I see you write anything positive about Daniel Garcia, you're done. Me and you are done. I can accept your hatred of Hangman Page. That's completely understandable. But if I see you praising that piece of shit, we're done. You and me are finito. It's like praising Shota Umino. You just don't do that. Especially when Daniel has no personality, Garcia. Oh, in the Baron, there's German suplex. You know what's funny? Not to praise Daniel Garcia, it's not. But here's something you should write, Catherine, to wind up TNA fans. How come AEW's got the entire setting correct? The same floor setting is exactly why TNA's six-sided ring failed.
What's up, Reece?
All right, mate.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, I'm just managing 3 platforms. It's not easy.
Oh, that's a crazy spot. Why does he do that to himself? Darby Allin's nuts.
Because he had someone and he ruined it. That's a ridiculous spot, though. I don't care. An overhead belly-to-belly suplex on the stairs. This is, funnily enough, exactly what Catherine wrote about in her article. Like, that's plain stupid.
It's unnecessary. It's not a big match. It's a TV match. There's nothing to this feud.
It's a fun one.
Why?
It's a fun one, but I agree. Like, there's nothing at stake here. It just makes people's criticisms of Darby Allin fundamentally accurate. And I don't care if people call me out on that. I'll gladly ask people to call me out on that shit. But things I can appreciate, things I like, this I don't like. I like the match. That was a brilliant clothesline, spun him inside out. but I'm not gonna praise an overhead belly suplex on the steel steps like that. If it had
Yeah.
been on the top of the steel steps, I'd have no problem.
And also, this feud just doesn't like. He's working his way down the card of the Death Riders. Like that makes no sense. Like, is this group is never breaking up? So now it's just like it doesn't do anything for Darby Allin. Darby Allin's getting killed by it. The only person that can gain from this now is Pac.
Oh, what a move! That was crafty by Pac there. I like that. Yes, Bleach is another. It is another watch along. Good to see you, Aaron. How's everyone? 10 people in the chat already. That's nice. Thanks, folks. Really do appreciate it. We're just gonna have some fun tonight. If you go on the channel home, the YouTube main channel page, folks, I've added the TikTok page. I've added it was there before, but I've rearranged it. I've also added our new Kick channel on there as well, which is so if you want to subscribe on there as well, I'd greatly appreciate it. There's a deadlift German suplex. I like that. That was good.
Dude, Darby's just so small that he could do so many crazy spots. But like also he has a shelf life.
He is the ultimate for the love of the game type wrestler. You know what I mean? Like he absolutely he does it for the love of the sport. But there's some things you're like, mate, I value your life. I value you as a talent. I want to see that, and then I want to see you go absolutely psycho. This isn't it. Like, I don't need this. But I like this. Apart from that overhead belly suplex spot, I've actually really enjoyed this match.
So, just like randomly thinking out loud, like Pac's is he the third or fourth most tenured AEW wrestler? Right? Because he was like one of the original signs from that press conference. I remember.
Pac, the Bucks, Omega, Jericho,
Hangman, right? Yeah,
Hangman, and MJF, because MJF was at the Double or Nothing as well. That's your longest tenure, as well as Jungle Boy.
Yeah. But that's great. Yeah, and it's also well, I don't. Yeah, like that's a feud that might be worth throwing together later. Pac and Jack Perry, especially in the mid card, you give one of them like the TNT or right, yeah, TNT belt.
Possibly putting it back on them's fine. I'm like obviously I expect Catherine at some point tonight to ask to come on the show because Kenny Omega's on and Catherine's on the blue chew.
Catherine, calm down, Catherine.
I mean, I am really hoping tonight that we see a really big performance from Jake Ryder. I hope he does get the win in this one. The fact is a fatal 4-way tornado tag, that's going to be hard to book. It's 4 good tag teams. Like, don't get me wrong. It's...
Oh, I got to get the card for tonight, actually.
It's Bandito versus MJF for the world title. You've got the fatal 4-way tornado tag match for a future world title shot against FTR, which is Jake Ryder and Mark Davis versus Jet Speed versus Goa versus the Bucks.
So it's probably going to be the Bucks, but like, because it theoretically should be a face, right? Like, but then would you really want the Bucks FTR again, which is kind of today's date, 14th.
I call him Jake Ryder because it pisses people off, and they'll never understand why I call him Jake Ryder. And I'm never going to explain it either.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get that either.
Yeah, it's because you don't understand It's because you won't understand the reference where it's coming from. That's the funny thing. So I'm not going to explain it unless you're into similar other things that I like as well. You'll never get the reference. Pac top rope. I think he's going for a superplex. Good old days where a superplex used to be a finisher. Thanks, Harley Race. Darby counters it, headbutt to the face. I brought my camera down with me because I didn't want to use the stupid laptop camera, so I've got it firmly sitting on the laptop.
So Yeah, I'm trying to find the card for it. Like I'm trying. I don't know if I'd open with this match. Like this is a good mid card match, but like
No, it
to
was. It
open.
was. I think it was the right one to open with because I look at other matches later on. They have more. They have more to them, whereas this one doesn't. This is just a get on with it, get the match out the way. This one doesn't. I don't really.
Yeah,
I
but it's the
really
open.
don't
It's the
care.
open to your show. So get it out of the way. Like then that doesn't interest me in the whole rest of the show.
Oh yeah, I still don't care about it. You know, like it means nothing to me. This is not the one I want. I want this year's one. Where is it? Why is it? Fuck's sake. This one, yeah, I think this is the one I'm after.
Yeah, like
All right, so this must have already been taped because I'm seeing full stupid. Oh, this is the live review. Meanwhile, this is Wrestling Inc. Actually, they're doing a live post about it. Okay, that's fine. So Babes of Wrath and Chris Statlander versus the Triangle of Madness is also on tonight's card. Okay.
which, by the way, I got to give you a lot of credit. So you've won us over because you turned us on to that. Like I didn't see anything early on, and I thought
You're
it was
welcome.
one of the like just sign, Tony Khan sign a female and just stash her away.
Mm-hmm.
And she's done well with whatever time she's given. She's done very well. She's actually elevated that whole group too, which is really interesting.
All three worked really well together. She
But
was
the
just
problem
maybe the list million. She was just
here's the
missing link.
problem though. She has to be kept away from. If you want her to be like anything significant, I would keep her away from the mid card title, and I would just build her up and eventually find a way to make her a world champion because she has to be kept protected in a lot of ways. And maybe that's with the group that she's with and using those two women around her. But that's the biggest problem that Tony always does. He signs somebody like Megan Bain, whoever, and then he signs them and then he gives them like a 4-match winning streak and feeds them to the champion and then they're done. And there's no way to rebound. There has to be some with her, build it up right and give her the right path to winning the world title.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. Tekla's really she's found herself, and I told you from day dot that Tekla. Pac's injured his ankle, but I was like, I told you from day one that Tekla would win you over. I had no.
But I think
worry
that's
about
more of
that.
a statement on her though, because I don't know. I don't trust. It's like one of those things too. It's like sports, right? Like with
She did lose to Jamie Hare. That's right. She has had that loss. She has had a loss. But then again, anyone losing to Jamie Hare these days doesn't really matter because Jamie Hare's pish. I've been telling people for so long, and they owe me an apology.
But that's fine if you can talk yourself into the fact that like MJF loses all the time, but he keeps himself credible because he can talk himself into any match. And that's the charisma element that not a lot of wrestlers have. And I think she's shown that pretty well, at least in the last couple of months from what I've seen. So like to me, keeping her away and protected from that scene could help her elevate to that main event stardom because there's not too many female that they do that, that they book well in AEW.
I agree. Great ref bump. Typical. Yeah, I do agree with that comment though, Aaron. The stage is actually really cool. I do like these kind of stages, like the catwalk type stages. Pac, caught. I think he's going for the Scorpion Deathlock. Just make Pac tap out because he's actually got an injury and it actually makes it more interesting. Oh, never mind. He's going to do the classic tap. Never mind. He's calling for backup. No surprise. Here comes one of the worst wrestlers in the world, Wheeler Yuta, who honestly looks like a homeless chav. Scorpion Death Drop. He's got the chair. Oh,
Oh, nice.
Okay. Nah, Megan Bain should not be world champion ahead of Tekla. I'm sorry. As good as Megan Bain actually is, Tekla's a much better character and a much better worker.
I really like Megan Bain too, but they haven't done anything to do her any favors. Now putting her
I like
with,
what she's doing with Marina Shafir.
yeah,
I
agreed,
like
but
that.
that's not going to help her get to the main event scene anywhere soon. You know, like that
Ooh,
might elevate
coffin
the
drop
mid-card
on the
scene.
chair. I like that. That was clever. See that. I like that. The Scorpion Death, back to Scorpion Deathlock. He did a coffin drop on
Yeah,
on the chair on the ankle. Now he's made Pac tap out.
because
That was
he weighs like 80 pounds, so he's got to do something creative. That's a nice way of using it.
that was good. Like, this is the difference. We didn't need the belly to belly suplex into the steps. That was unnecessary. The rest of this match proves why it's actually a good watch. Oh, here comes Daniel Garcia with his sexually transmitted face. I absolutely hate that prick.
Listen,
And
Cat, don't hate on Cat's crush.
I
Cat,
hate Wheeler
Cat
Yuta.
loves
Honestly,
Daniel Garcia.
Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia are an embarrassment to professional wrestling. They are an embarrassment.
Darby Allin eating his tape like it's string cheese.
And yeah, Arn,
Do you guys have string cheese over there? Is that a thing?
I believe so. I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't eat cheese though.
Lactose intolerant or just by choice?
I just don't like cheese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I do agree with what you're saying, Arn. I did think Darby versus Pac was good. I just didn't particularly like the belly to belly suplex spot on the steps. I think if you're going to do it on the steps, you do it on the flat base of the steps where there's less risk. It's not about the risk. I don't want to see it look good, or they don't do the risk. It's not going to be no. I actually want to enjoy the move, but I don't want to see Darby Allin get folded like he's going to end up in a wheelchair.
It's a shock
gives me
spot.
bad vibes. Yeah,
It's
it gives
a shock
me bad
spot for
vibes.
no need, and like this feud isn't at that point where like it's not a pay-per-view, like it's not a big moment. It's just opening a random Dynamite.
Yeah. And God forbid, if this was on WWE, I would be doing the exact same thing. I'd be calling out because, like, say for example, like Braun Breaker does an overhead belly to belly suplex. If he done it on say he done it on Jey Uso, if he done it on that clown, for example, like I would still have the same. Ugh, I don't want to see that. Or someone who's someone who's as small as Darby Allin. Say it was JD McDonough, who's already been folded himself on an announce table, which I don't like the new announce tables. If you done that to him in the same exact spot, I would call the same thing out. I just don't like that particular motion of a move. It just puts me off. But I thought the rest of the match was good. I think that's a very short break. Looks like they're coming back, which is good.
Well, just a lot of things. Like you talk to a lot of wrestlers too. Like it's one of those things
I
where
have,
like
yeah.
they say like it's just why like there's certain things where you pop to do it for the boys in the back, but there's like indie shit, like there's 20 people in the crowd. Why are you doing a move on the apron? Why are you doing all these crazy spots that how many times have you seen on the internet a crazy spot gone wrong from indie wrestler? And it's like and you look in the crowd and there's like 10 people in the crowd. It's like why? Like not that the same level, but to the same extent, like it's also calculated risk, like in professional sports, it's the same way. Like, people don't, the professional athletes, like whether it's the NFL or, baseball, like if it's a preseason game, they're not going to go all out, an exhibition game. They're not going to do the same things. So it's like the same level,
No, I don't think the Rascals are joining AEW. It's another major loss for TNA, and I'm sick of telling people the truth when it comes to TNA. I'm actually sick and tired of it.
Is it weird if I said that like Enzo should just sign in AEW and pair him with Cass and see what happens?
I would hire a trained hitman just to take him out. I honestly hate him.
I know he's kind of like, he does a lot of like cliche one line, but like Cass is there. They're not doing anything with him. And he's got so much potential. And like Jericho was with him. I thought that would help him. I don't know what maybe there's not necessarily someone who can elevate him from a managerial stance. And maybe he needs to be with a tag team partner. And Enzo was the most successful person he's ever been with.
Yeah. Here's something Catherine can laugh about. Look at the downfall of Hangman. He's went from working main eventers to Brian Keith.
Seriously.
Imagine having to work with that scum. Another crap wrestler. I'm sorry. Rascals and Enzo would fit MLW. Don't do that to the Rascals. The Rascals at least can wrestle. Don't do that. That's cold. I do think the Rascals.
No, but I actually kind of agree with Arn. Like I think that they would be pretty good. MLW. What I like about MLW and like same thing with like Ciampa potentially leaving WWE. I love him signing there and them building up their mid card. Like what they've done with Cross there and some of the other like folks, like even EC3. Like it wouldn't be the worst to let them like build up your mid card. Maybe you don't have main event talent, but like you have a strong mid card, you could put on a really good show either way.
Depends on what you do with them. That's the only thing. Like, because the four of them, like, are you going to continue using two of them as a tag team? Are you going to have one as a single? How are you going to do it? That's my only thing. It's a different reality. Hangman did also botch at the very start of the match. He botched the duck from Brian Keith, so Catherine has a little bit more ammunition.
Yeah, but Brian Keith, I don't know. I mean, it's Brian Keith.
He's awful. He's awful.
Yeah, I mean, we're not comparing.
There's no wonder Chris Jericho didn't want to work with him anymore. He's got the personality of a wet girl's blouse. And not the good kind. Oh, they're in Orlando next week. Okay. I guarantee next week all you're going to hear is Roman Reigns chants. Mark my words. Wesley and Vince in New Japan? I wouldn't mind that. Trey Miguel's the one that... Trey Miguel's better than Wesley. I'm going to tell you now, Wesley's finished as a wrestler. And I actually still like Wesley. He's finished.
I'm trying to find out. Brian Keith is... Oh, he's from... So he's trained by Booker T. That's... I heard his name for a long time. That
also proves why he's not good. A roster full of so much talent means that some wrestlers will never reach their full potential. Christopher Daniels preached about how there's nothing wrong just being a support place. True. Daniel Garcia is terrible. Hands down. Whereas Brian Keith barely works. But he's still terrible. Like, altogether, this is just... You're also promoting a Bacon Brawl combo. That's a different sort of promotion. What if you've got vegans watching? Actually, please keep promoting bacon. Hangman versus Brian Keith. For Maximum Carnage, it's not really maximum effect.
Maximum garbage.
For Catherine, this is for sure. But yeah, if anyone wants to come and join us, like, you're more than welcome, provided you're on the Discord. And because I'm not putting any links in the chat. I'm just keeping it in the Discord. You'll have to join the Discord, but that's reachable. It's easy to reach the Discord. Oh, there we go. This match should have been Big Bill versus Hangman. At least that match would have been good. Temple? Oh, headbutt right in the face. I'm surprised he could reach.
Dude, I really do like... I'm sorry. Like, I know he's probably not great in there, but like, I do like Cass. Like, I feel terrible about like... he's got such potential that like... He reminds me a lot of like... Do you remember Matt Morgan? Like that situation, like the footprint. Like, I feel like he has a lot of that same potential that just haven't figured out a gimmick for him.
Matt Morgan's blueprint gimmick was great for him. The problem is they didn't capitalize when it really mattered. It was a fumble. This one, to be fair, they have something there for Big Bill. The problem is he's with Brian Keefe. Big Bill will never be taken seriously as long as he's associated with Brian Keefe.
Yeah, I know. Everyone thinks that Cass reminds him of Test, but Test. But let's not forget though, like I know I'm a little bit older than you, Reese, but like a lot of people thought Test was going to be a main event star, like world champion too. And then he was, if he didn't,
I mean, I was watching Test from a young age. I agree. The problem is a certain person stopped that from happening. A certain jealous fellow blonde with long hair is the reason why he never got a chance.
Yeah. Brian Cage, friend of the Nick Club show.
Did
an interview with him a couple weeks back.
Brian Cage has always been somebody I've enjoyed watching. He's just a good laugh.
Another guy that I thought really like could do so much more, you know, like, and like I didn't get to ask him, like, are you still? I guess he's still technically part of the Callis family. I don't even know.
He is, yeah. He's just unfortunately injured, and yes, that is the one, Josiah. Yes, Jake Doyle does have good potential. To be fair, the problem with that is he was pushed in TNA, then they didn't make him the world champion when they should have done. He had a brilliant world title match with Sanada that should have then propelled him to go and get another title shot, and they never done it. Like, they never went behind him, and I don't get it. Baldy ruining career since 1999. I would go one further. 1997, he tried to get someone kicked out of a locker room for no reason. I think Brian Keefe went for a Uranagi and got countered, but there's a boot to the face of Hangman who looks angry, but I don't believe it. It doesn't seem real. Probably not had enough alcohol in his system.
Gotta say though, as someone who met him, Nikki and I met him when we got engaged on the Jericho. He was super duper nice and like chill.
Yeah.
In terms of wrestler, like I could see him. He was so down to earth compared to everyone else that we met.
Who Hangman?
Say what you will about him, yeah.
I think the thing is, though, I want to speak. I actually think he's all right. I've got nothing against him. Just Catherine, for some reason, just hates him.
I get it. I think it's just because, like, charisma wise, he doesn't have that much charisma. Like, that's at least for me. Like, because I said that to Nikki. Like, I was like, because Nikki was like, "Oh, Hangman Page." Like, even before we got, like, when we first got together, she was like all about Hangman Page. And like, when we got to AEW, like, you got to watch this guy. I was like, what's the big deal? And like, I see he's good in the ring, but it's the charisma. And the same thing with every wrestler for me. It's like, do you have charisma? And like, he sometimes shows it, but it's very rare that he shows it, and it's not consistent.
Agreed.
And that's what kills it for me.
Yeah, I agree. Aaron, to answer your point of you don't get why TNA let go of Alex Hammerstone, it's because TNA couldn't afford to keep him because they were so cheap.
Did he go to MLW?
He did. He's such a good wrestler, Alex Hammerstone.
I thought he'd go to NXT. I thought he'd be perfect there.
To be honest, I thought he was going to rejoin MJF and AEW. That's what I thought. Because MJF was doing appearances in MLW. I was like, well, if that makes sense, they're going to build it back. Brian Cage and Lance Archer as murder machines. Lance Archer, yeah. Lance Archer was actually not so bad, actually. He's a big guy, actually. Like, he redeemed himself really well. Hammerstone's good. TNA dropped the ball with him just like they dropped the ball with Killer Kelly this week.
Talk about another guy who just got like Lance Archer. Like, I feel bad. I mean, I guess maybe he got put with Jake. How many people did he get put with? Like Jake Roberts, like I guess you only have certain like shelf life or limit to your abilities or what they're going to book you at. But like, yeah, he's a guy who's gotten a lot of opportunity.
To be fair, he did redeem himself, Lance Archer. Like he did, and I think that's what people enjoyed him. To be fair, his recent run in the tag league in New Japan was actually not so bad. Like because we got to see, oh, there's a botch from Hangman. Like there's elements of him that's actually really good. The problem is I some people can't get over certain things. Oh, there's Swerve. Swerve with a chain wrapped around the neck of Big Bill, and he's knocked him out.
Mm.
Boot to the face. And there's the buckshot. To be fair, at least that makes sense. Like Hangman at least has someone on his side. At least they're maintaining continuity.
Yeah, but you.
I mean, if
See,
he is
here's my
getting
problem.
attacked though, then he needs to have something by him.
He does, but we're headed towards him and Swerve, right? Like having some sort of issue. Like it's gonna come out. Like he's got his back now, and like it was like the world title was their defining moment, like right, like that would have divided them. Like, and now they haven't really like they've been in the world title match, and they didn't really tease that much. So
Let it. I would say not to rush it. Let it fold. And Temple, you're saying you wondered if the Don Callis families with the United Empire. Just remember who told you what was going to happen. I'll take my payments in nice checks. And Catherine
sweet.
says, "What a bullshit of a match." I'll tell you, that match was far too competitive. That should have been oh great Hangman's on the mic.
Ooh. Where's Nana?
He's on the floor. Totally not believable at all.
So he's going after Joe.
Swerve just goes for the world title then. Hangman can't do anything about it. That's his own fault. Well, not really. You're not getting any payment for that, Temple. You know what's funny? This might sound wild, but is he going forward?
So
See going forward, I actually think Swerve needs to stop wearing tights. Is it just weird as I actually think Swerve would pull off wrestling with that full leather gimmick. Just take the jacket and the shirt off. Oh, there's Kenny Omega. It looks like we're gonna have a trio: Swerve, Omega, and Hangman. Catherine's about to get very angry. And I agree, it was 15 minutes too long. There he is.
So
Boy, he has a mic and a shirt and jeans. See, this is a sort of man in charge you can get behind. White jeans, white shirt, white trainers. That's how we do things here.
So we're expecting what, a triple threat?
No, I'm expecting Kenny to go for the World Title Revolution, but I think we might either we do get a triple threat or this is going to be a unit to deal with. Oi, Catherine, Swerve is important. Hold that. I actually quite like that shirt. That's actually really cool. I can't tell what is on the shirt though. The like the design. I can't tell.
What, Kenny shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little business shirt.
First
Settle down,
time.
cat.
Is this the first time in years? Not really. They were in the ring recently together.
Somebody
Finally, someone calls it the AEW Heavyweight Championship, not just the AEW title. Finally, somebody understands pro wrestling.
Somebody
Temple,
calm
Temple,
down.
you're asking like I know anything about NXT. The only thing I know about NXT is that Ava Rain sucks. Every time she talks, I honestly wish someone would rip out my ear sockets. Not my eye sockets, my ear sockets. Rip out my entire ear from my skull so I can't hear anything because Jesus, when she talks, I want someone to kill me.
I'd be okay with a triple threat for the #1 contendership.
I still think the first challenger for MJF, though, one-on-one, properly, like pay-per-view, will be Kenny.
It's an easy transition. Yeah, I agree. But like, do this match like it's not a bad match to do on like tonight or next week. Build it up for a week. A triple threat. These guys, these are arguably the three biggest stars in the company next to MJF. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, I got to talk to Nikki about this. On the Jericho Cruise that we got engaged on, I think that was when Hangman and Omega won the tag titles.
Yes. But yeah, I'm going back to it. Those
a long time, seriously.
Those leather jeans that Swerve is wearing, honestly, just wear them going forward to the ring. It's sick. Oh, hold on. Here comes Don Callis. Great. Catherine's going to get even worse in the chat. Call the cops. Oh, it's Rocky Romero.
You should just
Lance
collectively
Archer.
Send
Don Callis.
a picture of Don Callis. That picture of Don Callis. We should get some sort of like
You've got
portrait
Don Callis.
to send it to Kat.
I'd rather not, thank you. What's up, Maria? You've got Don Callis, Josh Alexander, Lance Archer, and unfortunately Rocky Romero. Why? For some reason, Josh Alexander tonight chose to come out looking like Jason Statham. This is not the right time.
He's a tool. He's become a tool. He took the money, and now you're going to become at best, mid-card jobber.
Hang on a minute. Arn, when did I say I'm not a fan of leather? I do like leather. I just advocate for him to wear leather. I
Reece,
like leather.
You're getting really into the looks here.
And yes, I do agree, and to an extent, that Josh Alexander's being wasted. I didn't want him in the Don Callis family. Like, I do like Josh Alexander when he's actually able to work it, he proves why he's a top 5 wrestler in the world. I just don't think he needs to be in this faction at all. Yeah, Lance Archer looks like I'll tell you what it is. Lance Archer thinks this is 2003 and he thinks he's Lance Hoyt again. I wonder.
They all love Affliction clothing.
I mean, to be fair, I have Affliction clothing.
I know but they love it even more than you do.
Angel's Wings Affliction clothing is so good. Nah, Temple. Nah, there's nothing good about Rocky Romero. Oh. He's actually calling Josh to the ring. Kenny versus Josh right now in a fight. Let's go. It's about time we let Canada try and prove why they're allowed in. Let's go. Jesus, is Don Callis trying to get into the Matrix with that long coat? You do what Daddy says, lol. Don, if anyone's got a daddy complex, it's you, you bald fraud. I don't want to wait a week. I'm doing a fucking watch along.
It's unnecessary.
You bastards, just give me the match tonight. So they're doing the match in Orlando. Ugh. I wouldn't mind that, Temple. He's still the Canadian world champion, by the way. Like, that's a fact. Like, he's still the Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling world champion, the Canadian heavyweight champion, as they call it.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be next week, but trust me, today was a very big first step in all. So today's month of Kenny Omega once again.
Yeah, he wants to be world champion again.
That opens next week.
Heavyweight champion.
Josh Alexander and Chad Gable would have made an excellent tag team.
Sound of my own voice, but I'm
Mm.
gonna get you
I disagree.
goodbye.
I disagree, and the reason why is far too similar. And far too similar in the ways of working. They would overshadow each other.
Yeah, but do you think American Alpha would have panned out?
As those two as American Alpha?
The original, whatever, Jason Jordan, Chad Gable.
Kurt Angle's fake son. In some ways, yeah.
Then I think that to the
roll
same
us
extent,
out.
then it would have then, because I think they're very similar.
Yeah, I just think Josh Alexander in general is just better alone. Brody, please knock that suit wearing clown out. He's
Ooh.
an action next to Brody King. He is
I
somebody
know.
I would give an absolute rocket to make him.
I
world
know, but
champion.
turning him heel is interesting. I mean, I know you're not gonna love this, you're gonna hate this, but like
I'm all right with it.
I love the seed of like MJF trying to turn him heel.
So do I.
And like I don't know if he like is with MJF for a little bit as like a heavy, but that'd be interesting because that might be the strap that he needs, you know?
I mean, if it's not Alex Hammerstone protecting MJF's little scrawny New York ass, then I wouldn't mind it being Brody, and then Brody just puts him to sleep on the apron and wins the title from him. Wouldn't mind that either. But the 2026 has to be the year of Brody King. I think he's far too good not to be a singles champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I agree.
I don't want him to beat Moxley. I don't want him to go for the Continental title. I want Brody to go for a I'm not saying the Continental Classic's not a title, is a major title, but because it is. But I want him to go for one of the more older established titles. Like either you go for the world title or he goes for the international title. He's such a good worker. He's such a good worker. I've got nothing bad to say about him. I really don't. I've always liked Brody King. And for me, he was the standout of the House of Black. He was a bigger star than Aleister Black. And
he's the next homegrown star for AEW, in my opinion. Like
he's the best big man they've actually brought in on their own that wasn't aligned to any other major company. Like when you look at the other big guys: Samoa Joe, TNA, WWE, Big Bill, WWE, Alex, Brian Cage, obviously TNA, other independent areas. Brody King wasn't really there, so he has that rapport, which is great. He's far better than Powerhouse Hobbs. Far better than Powerhouse Hobbs. He's the guy that you should actually take as inspiration to use the opposite of. Same as Wardlow. Brody King is the anti-Wardlow. He actually can't work, unlike Wardlow.
Yeah, he's not a big guy. Yeah, that's fair.
No
But
worries
Reece,
as well, mate. No problem.
let me head out of here.
Of course.
It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me on, man. It was a pleasure chatting with you and
Not a
watching wrestling.
problem. Yeah, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, I'll catch you soon.
Catch you later.
All right, man. Thanks, everybody. Catch you all later. Enjoy the rest of Dynamite.
No, I don't want AEW wrestlers to win New Japan titles. How many guys who haven't won the AEW World title who haven't won it for the first time win it this year? 2. Just 2, I think. Oh, Brody King is absolutely dismantling this kid in the suit. And he's actually laughing. I actually quite like it. He's actually throwing his shoes at him. This guy is brave. And he tried a crossbody and flopped. This is not going to be nice. This is not going to be a nice watch. You're welcome, my friend. It's always a pleasure to watch you. Oh, that was good agility. Climbing the turnbuckles in socks. He jumps, and what a punch to the face. Brody, power bomb. Nope, it's his good old-fashioned pile driver. Done. So the Rascals have signed. That is a bizarre choice. I don't understand that from the Rascals. Because, I mean, I've got nothing against the Rascals going to AEW. It's not like I'm saying, oh, whatever. Like, I just think it's bizarre for them because they need to change things up a bit, and I don't think a major promotion is how they do it. And Brody is definitely turning heel tonight. A modified Driller Killer. I think Brody is actually turning heel just by how he spoke there. There's no way Bandito loses in a not so clean fashion. Still no followers yet on Kick, but that's okay. We'll get there. Wow, it splits into. Wow, okay. Interesting. Danielson and Excalibur, the only 2 on commentary. That's a blessing. But can you please swap out Excalibur for Jim Ross? It was just a Gory Bomb pile driver. There's an MJF video package with his Turkish hair. Bandito will be a good opponent for MJF. I just hope they get time. Yeah, they're in their 30s. Yeah, the Rascals are good. The best member of that faction is 100% Trey Miguel, and I've met all of them at the same time, spoken to all of them. The best talent I watched out of them was Trey Miguel. The best one I spoke to was Trey Miguel. It was absolutely glorious. Right, Davis and Doyle, here we go. That's fatal four-way time. This is going to be tricky. If I hear that one chant tonight, I swear to God. God, I'd hope I don't hear a very specific chant. This is going to be a really hard one for AEW to book, so I'm really intrigued to see how they do it. It's very hard to book fatal four-ways, especially as tag matches. No, not that one, Catherine. Not that one. I'm thinking about purely about the size of Davis and Doyle. That's the clue. Yep, Don Callis is on commentary. Someone come join me on commentary. Yeah, that one, Temple. I think because you've just brought him in, I think you have to give Davis and Doyle the win. But I think not Dio, I nearly said Dio because they are at times. I think Goa actually should win this one. I wouldn't mind Bishop Con and Tola Leona winning this one. I think Ricochet's actually going to join commentary as well. I want the demand to win, but I personally think Davis and Doyle should win because you establish a new team. The Bucks 100% must not win. If they win, then I'm going to be unhappy for the rest of the stream. I'm not kidding. And before anyone goes, oh, it's because you hate the Bucks. Actually, I don't. I just don't want them to win. I would just be very angry. It's time for them to start putting teams over more. Not because they don't, but it's time to do more of that. Oh, already underway. Double suicide dives to Davis and Doyle. We're underway. Now jet speed hit simultaneous suicide dives as well. And it looks like we're just going to do suicide dives. Okay. So do I. I'm sick of it. FTR and the Bucks can't do any further. It's like Cena versus Orton. We've seen it so many times. There's no need to go again. I'm going to lie down on my couch because that's what a couch is for. Right, here we go. Bucks and jet speed colliding in the ring. I just don't want this one to be goofy. I want them to take it seriously. It's just this is going to be a hard one. Manny Oos tweeted, Swerve coming out to help Hangman. Oh my boys. Cringe. Cringe as fuck. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Jim is slim. Usos versus New Day is one of the worst set of tag matches I've ever seen. And I'm not kidding. Not because I just don't like them in general. They were just crap. It was like, which illness do you want first to avoid? Tiredness, I know a thing or two about that recently. I don't get angry at anything anymore. I don't have the energy to be angry. Well, at least I caught the triggers, at least. Big power bombs indeed. Doyle. Right, now we've got Bishop Con and Toleon on the ring. There's a running tackle. Suplex over the top. Sorry, clotheslines over the top. Would have been suplex, would have been so much better. I'll get through the show. Like I say, I'm here for Dynamite. Tomorrow's going to be a chore to watch. Like, tomorrow's going to be a chore watching fucking Impact on AMC when it's already going to be a fucking weird one. Yeah, I'm doing a watch along for TNA tomorrow, and I'm going to expose Aaron loves wrestling again by proving that I do it better and I do it properly. He doesn't. Simultaneous clotheslines from Jake Doyle on the Bucks. Kevin Knight in the ring. His heel turn is going to hit like crack when it happens. Double pop-up slam. I am doing it just because it's the debut episode, so. But it also, tomorrow's show doesn't make sense. Yeah, you can join if you want, yeah. You absolutely can join. I have a major problem with that show. They're no longer advertising the Rascals X Division title match because the Rascals are gone. There's certain particular TNA fans who are now officially drones are saying, "Oh, that match might happen again at a future date." Well, it can't now if they're signed to AEW. Then you fanny. So why are you not calling out a TNA? Because they'll find something else. No, they false advertised talent that are running contracts out, and they did nothing to do anything about it. But hey, we got money. Prove it then. Like I said earlier on, I'm sick of telling the truth about TNA. I seem to be the only fucking one that does it as a proper TNA fan. Forget other people that have abandoned it. Yeah, card subject to change. Like, I don't see genuine TNA fans calling things out. It's always people who have gave up on TNA that are calling them out for it. And I'm like, I seem to be the only one left. I'm getting so tired of it. And it actually hurts. I hate calling TNA out. I've called out TNA more in the last 6 months than I have WWE. I think that says a lot. That's true, Aaron. I have been, Catherine, and it's painful. I want to go into an episode of TNA and go, "Oh, this was good. That match was fun. I really enjoyed this." Not, ugh, Dreamer, Delirious, and Silva again have fucked this up. Oh, what a clothesline. That was really cool by Doyle. People change the narratives to make sure it's all about money and attendances and ratings, which I personally hate, you know? It shouldn't be about that. Pop-ups, drop kick. Sigh. The fact that he's on that show makes me sick. How much charge the laptop got? 80%. Okay, good. I can charge my phone for a bit. Eddie Kingston Ortiz versus Grizzled Young Veterans. Yep. Andrade versus Angelico. They're all on Saturday. Maximum Carnage. Is it 2 hours tonight or 3? Bully Ray's commentary is what's going to hurt TNA. A paid shill should not be on commentary. Sponsored by Pepsi Max. $10 over. Yeah. I'm not doing a watch along for Collision, by the way. I'm not doing it. And I'm no longer doing Steelchair shows on a Thursday, like regular shows on a Thursday, because I'm doing something else on a Thursday now after gym. I'm doing another podcast. The World of Football podcast is now on a Thursday night permanently, so there'll be no Steelchair on a Thursday anymore. Tomorrow is just because it's a certain show. I'm not doing a watch along for Genesis 2026. I'll be doing a different Genesis watch along. Super kicks. Drops down. Assisted cutter. Oh, shotgun drop kick. And the hip attack. A little bit of a botch there. Oh dear. Bang. It's nice to see Samoans just actually wrestle. Can't remember what that felt like. Oh, double fireman's carry from Toa Leona. Speedball going for the Ultimo. Ooh. That was nice. That was lovely. Kevin Knight up. Frog splash. I thought he would be there for that. That's good. There's the thrust kick. He's going for the tornado, but there's a double super kick. I can't wait for people to say that, oh, AEW totally contract tampered with the Rascals, because you know what's going to happen, even though it's nothing to do with them. Took you long enough. Incredible. Oh, there's Jack Perry. Perry the Platypus. Jack Perry should be arrested long. Going after Ricochet as well in the ring. Davis and Doyle. Pump kicks from Speedball. Mark Davis running for the alcohol. What a beautiful counter. Shades of their TNA match several years ago. And there's the running powerbomb to the outside. Beautiful pile driver. Davis and Doyle. Kevin Knight takes the pin from a pile driver. A brilliant Styles Clash type pile driver. That was really cool. Like I said, the ones who should have won it, I'm happy with. Oh yeah, it was. It was really well done. It was like a pop-up Styles Clash type pile driver. It was really unique. Here comes FTR. They should beat FTR for the titles. Ow. Right across there. Oh, they had to bring that clown out. Oh, why is he here? This is something I don't like about FTR. They always do this. I'm actually getting sick of this. Every time it's a new challenger, FTR, oh, out they come. Just put the belts in their faces. Fuck off. Well done, Doyle and Davis. They feel my pain. I hate Stokely Hathaway. Oh, I agree. They're not winning the titles, but they should. Excuse me. I've had a very long day. They should take the titles from them, though. FTR don't need these belts. Someone needs to light Stokely on fire. They might be #1 contenders, but they should make this the Revolution match. Build this up to Revolution in March. Let's get behind it. Let's extend this one out. Let's make this Revolution. That's true. He does. This shouldn't be a get over and done with as soon as possible. Let's build it. Yep. World title match up later tonight. I wonder when Bandito's going to drop that title as well. I'm not saying not every match can be in a pay-per-view, but I actually like the idea of building it to it. Anyway, up next, it's two good champs in Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale teaming up with Utter Crap versus the Triangle of Madness. And yes, I said that with Statlander. I don't like her. She's not that good. And I will take that every day at the bank. There's nothing good about Statlander. I'm sorry. She's had some decent title defenses. I just don't rate her as a world champion. She had her moment. Now get rid of it. A walking cardboard of personality is a great way to put it. Yep, Dragon Gate R. I saw that. I saw that they were doing it. So's ICW, funnily enough. But they're always doing it though. I'm gonna look at designing some new like icons for the channel. Like the one in the top corner of the weekly steel show, and I'm gonna look at redesigning something. Have a bit of fun. Do that tomorrow. There's a nice shot of Phoenix. Oh, that! Look at that. That is beautiful. Like the desert area. That's the one thing. If I went to America, I would go to Phoenix just for that view. It's beautiful. That's the sort of stuff that I like. There's certain things about me that you guys know, but this is the sort of thing I do like. Oh, great, never mind. You know me. Oh, who cares? The only good thing about this entire segment is Zeta Steel and Christopher Daniels. The rest of them, they suck. Mm, for sure. I don't like this group. I love the Triangle Madness like entrance video. It's so well done. They've got the best entrance in AEW, bar none. Like the entrance, the gimmick, the working style, the promos. They are a fucking good faction. Oh yeah, they are massively. So good. So good. Here comes the only good part of this babyface team. Willow and Harley Cameron. I do wonder what the full intention is now you've got Willow as a double champion. Harley's got blue, black, and white here. Very interesting. Here comes Statlander. God, she sucks. Right, Bella's finally gone to our bed. We're celebrating. Tekla should be the next women's champion. Oh, it is pretty awesome. I just wonder what the intention is with it. Statlander for me is just a good chaser. I agree with that, Maria. I agree. Sadly. Willow's just a pure energy. You can't hate Willow. But Tekla is just that person in AEW. She is that individual that's just leaps and bounds ahead of everybody. Rolls through. A little bit of mockery of the women's champion. Tags in Julia Hart. Okay, that's a good start. It's good strategy. Statlander with a mat slam. Drives Julia Hart into the mat. Now she's got a front face lock. Julia reverses. Interesting. Okay. A little bit of relaxed holds there. Why? Here we go. Harley tags in. A rotational splash assisted on Julia Hart, only for a 2 count. I do think Sky Blue and Julia Hart will take the tag titles next, though. Just saying. Not straight away, but they will be the team, I think. Harley runs under. Sling Blade. Really good Sling Blade. Into a cover. Harley Cameron's actually very precise for pin attempts. That's something that she deserves credit for. Here comes Willow, tags in. Scoop slam from the powerhouse. Tells Harley to run. And there's another assisted splash. 2 count by Horseface. Julia Hart with a jawbreaker, tags in Sky Blue. Here, a rivalry continues. Here we go. Sky Blue going for the Irish Whip counters, but does hit a knee cartwheel to a forearm. No need. That's a better cartwheel. But that was a botch. Sorry, Willow, that was a bad botch on your Ensegiri doll. Time for the clotheslines. She's recovered quickly. That's what's good about Willow. She recovers quick. Skyflight versus Don Callis family in a trios match tonight. That better be a 5-minute squash. Zeta Steel versus Marina Shafir. Okay. So Collision will be what? 2 hours on Saturday, 1 hour tonight. After this, I'm going straight to my bed. Megan Bain and Penelope Ford in action. Oh, Penelope Jugs is back in action. Good. She's gotten a lot better. Jack Perry versus Anthony Bowens. Oh, just when they were doing well for Jack Perry, they stick him with Bowens. That's Catherine's fault. That's a lot of good aggression from Sky Blue. She's so much better than her debut, but her debut was a lot of fun. Tekla's tagged back in. They're toying now with Harley Cameron. Tekla went for Willow and missed. Snapmare takeover. We saw that a lot last night. You're going to like, oh, you wrote Friday's article. I got a bit. Oh, I wonder what you've put. Well, Willow, to be fair, has also improved too. She's improved her working style. More adaptable as a bigger woman. Tekla has improved year on year for the longest time. Julia Hart is still the biggest improvement on the heel side. On the babyface side, it's 100% Harley Cameron, but in general, it's good to see. Lovely DDT. Horseface counts. I'm surprised she knows how to get past one. A rear choke, but Harley's back to her feet. Irish whip. Turnbuckle clothesline. Tags in Sky Blue. Oh, Tarantula. Tekla smiling. And then Sky Blue and Dave with a drop kick. Lovely move, ladies. 2 count only. Look at the back of Harley Cameron. There's more welts on that than most people you see these days in the ring. Suplex. Tekla maintaining good ring position. I think Harley's a little bit exhausted, if I'm being honest. If you look at her, she looks a little bit exhausted. It's not a negative on her. Before anyone says, I'm not picking on her. She just looks a little bit cagey. I think she's had little time to prepare for the match, and I think it's held her back a little bit. But she hasn't been poor. That's not what I'm saying. Before anyone thinks I'm coming at her in the worst way, I'm not. Doesn't make her a weak link or anything. She just looks a little bit dicey. Waist lock from Tekla. Harley. Elbows to the back. Sky Blue and Julia Hart are now going to drop them down. Preventing the tag. And they knock them down. Oh, there's a bicycle kick from Statlander. Harley ducks under, runs full speed. Inverted sling blade. Here we go. The champ is in. Tekla charges, gets caught. Statlander with a facebuster. Julia Hart is now in the ring. She was counting time to that. Ah, Catherine's going to criticize this. Big backbreaker. Sky Blue caught catapult. Yes, catapult into the middle turnbuckle. Statlander runs full speed from the rolling shoulder tackle into the boot. Lovely move there by Statlander, but the pin broken up by Sky Blue. A spinning fisherman buster. Going for a double suplex, stat counters. Rolls through. Oh, that was a lovely counter. That was lovely. Inside out slam from Stat. A DDT. Here's Willow back in. Spine buster. A buzzsaw kick. Harley backstabber. Okay, now we're picking up some steam here from these ladies. Now this is good. It took them a while to get to this gear. That didn't look good. Double senton. Julia Hart breaks the pin. That did not look good, if I'm being honest, that last part there. Super kick, forearm. The assisted Uranagi spinning double clothesline. Tekla with the strikes. Willow's last in. Clothesline. Willow, I think, wants her gut wrench. Here it comes. No, counter. Hurricane Rana. Tekla slides down. Forearm right into the face. There's the spider pose. Spear to Statlander, the legal woman. She protected Willow, but she is the legal woman. And there's a stomp. Cover. The world champ has been pinned clean. Give her the title shot at Revolution. I don't care. Revolution. Make it happen. That's what they should do at Revolution. Do this match again, but this time do it for all the gold. Triangle and Madness competing for all the gold, whereas all Willow Nightingale, Statlander, Harley Cameron has to do is just get one successful pinfall submission and they defend their titles, all of them. Like a champion showdown, in a way. There's Jet Speed with Renee Paquette, who should be out on vacation. I think so, Arn. Oh, there's Swerve. Kevin Knight will turn heel. There's Hangman. Oh no. Hangman with jet speed. Versus the Ops for the titles. Q Catherine. It's official. Sugar. Up next, AEW World Title match. What are we thinking, folks? It looks like it'll only be 20 minutes, but it might go into the collision part because collision's after this. But I don't see the point of splitting collision. Doesn't need to be split. It'll be less than 20 minutes now, actually. There is Catherine. There's 1 hour of collision after this. That's what they've been saying all night. The Rascals coming soon to AEW. That's a nice promotion for them. They're not changing their gimmick either. Good. They were showing it as it was live, Catherine. They're doing an hour of it. You got the collision on Saturday, but they're doing some matches tonight as well, which is weird. Joe Hobbs and Shibata versus Jet Speed and Hangman Page. They were showing some match for tonight. If it's all on Saturday, that's even better because they don't need to do 3 hours tonight. There's no need. Besides, I actually like the fact ending the night on a high with an AEW World Title match is enough. Here comes Bandito. Oh, look at that. Holy shit. Yeah. Texas residency. That is the fucking coolest thing of 2026 so far in terms of entrances. Yeah, they're filming Collision. I thought so, which means there's going to be spoilers. Sigh. I got a bad feeling Brody is going to turn heel tonight. I agree. That needs to be an action figure. It's like I'm not even sure what to call it. Here he comes. Turkish haircut himself. Turkey teeth, turkey hair. The world champion. Of course he's wearing that jacket. He's in the green trunks tonight. Man's brave. Classic AJ Styles type pyro, by the way. Who will be on the show tomorrow. The greatest champion in AEW history. You're welcome to jump on for a bit if you want, Matt. You know that. You're more than welcome to join to close off the show. After this, I'm going straight to sleep. You're about to lose in just your second match of 2026. Yeah, screwy finish, definitely. Totally understandable, mate. No surprise, his giant Burberry drop down. By far the best world champion this company has ever had. But at least we continue the feud of MJF versus Luchadors because he loves to take the piss out of them. The Triple B on the line for the first time in many moons. We are underway. This is going to be a really short one, I think, by the looks of it, because we're nearly at 10 to 3 in the UK. I do like MJF's trunks. They're actually quite cool. Like the green ones especially. He's done well with them. Bryce Remsburg at least as the referee, not that dishwasher horseface, Aubrey Edwards. Standing headlock from MJF. Bandito shoves him off. A little bit of mocking, as I say, with a shoulder block. Leapfrog. Runs under. Drops down, and MJF with the MJ strut. Like, if you look at MJF, he's a mixture of Ric Flair. He's a mixture of Jeff Jarrett, amongst other things. Like, he really knows who he is, and he's really good. Running head scissor and a trip up into a cover. 2 count from the challenger into another pin, and the champion again kicks out. MJF calls him a dumbass, gets swept, and there's a pop up. Head scissor, signaling the gun to shoot the champ in the face. If it comes to shooting things, we know that MJF shoots blanks when he needs to. They do. Black is always a good color, though. Rake to the eyes from the champ to his challenger. But here comes the military press from what a strong wrestler. So powerful. And he's like, let me down. Well, in that case, a gorilla press slam will let you down. Oh, he went for 21 plex, but MJF gets out the road. I think he's going to go for it. MJF's like, nah, not today, but Bandito's not stupid. Here he goes. Suicide dive. We have a Bandito chant through the crowd. This is how TNA could potentially bring back the 6-sided ring. Look at the amount of space that you can get from arenas with the right side of ring. This is how you can get a 6-sided ring back. If you just have some initiative and make it like the Triple S 6-sided ring or CMLL, where it actually won't hurt because the mat is safer. Arm wringer off the ropes. MJF trapping the arm. Good wrestling here by the world champion. I do agree. It's always good to see some color on the attire, like some mixture. I do agree. It's always nice. Time for Sir GrapsTV. Time for AEW Scumbag versus the best luchador in the world. I do agree with Mandem WrestlePod. That is true. Are the Jet Speed Cowboys your next trios champs? God, that's a horrible name. What I don't get is why we have to see tweets now on shows. I don't get it. Scoop slam from the top turnbuckle. MJF is doing the Macarena. And bump and grind. Catherine's favourite move in all of professional wrestling. Now Bandito's mocking MJF doing the same. Ring of Honor World Champion trying an Irish whip, got caught. MJF one of his own. Handspring, backflip, rolls through. Small package Victor Row style, 2 count. Went for it again, but MJF's like, fuck no, and he kicked him in the arm. Double underhook shoulder breaker. And yanks him into the turnbuckle. Good move here by MJF. I do appreciate everyone who's been in here tonight. You never fail to disappoint. You always give me your best. You always respect what we bring. You're always kind. I really am appreciative of our audience. I don't think there's any audience better than the Weekly Steel Chair, in my opinion, but I do appreciate everybody who does sit and watch us, who does get involved. Everyone is welcome here. You know that. We're now on 465 subscribers. Thank you very much. I mean that so much. Thank you all. I think he is a Canyon fan, actually. Arm trap into the turnbuckle. At least he's not doing that kangaroo crap anymore. Driving the foot into the throat of Bandito. Bandito's got some really cool tights. I do like that design. Grey, gold, and black. Drives the shoulder blade into the top turnbuckle pad. MJF is honestly AEW's version of Ric Flair. Like, he's just the embodiment of the world champion in the right way. Going for it again. Countered. Going for the 10 mount punch, but no. MJF counters into an inverted atomic drop. Into an arm wringer, slams him into the ring mat. And now MJF will proceed to sit on the top rope. Looking at his watch. "8 minutes into this match, and it doesn't feel like it. It actually feels longer. Like, that's how good it feels. We've got an even better version of MJF than his first title reign. Even better. Maximum Carnage resumes from its picture-in-picture. There's a suplex from the champ. He's maintaining grip. I think he's going for three amigos. Which you know MJF's doing this to mock. Yep, and Eddie Guerrero mentioned he did hit the three amigos. I don't like Eddie's moveset being used. Which means I'm going to have to see it tomorrow with Santana. Oh, he's biting Bandito's hand. What a sick bastard. Bandito's got so much power in a standing suplex of his own. He's so good. DDT, military press slam. Yeah, I'm the same. I like that as well. Lack of camera cuts is good. Going for 21 plex. MJF again avoids it. And there's the double foot stomp on the trapped arm. Oh, he went for the Fujiwara armbar, got caught. Only a 2 count. Back to the outside. Tope con hilo from Bandito. Knocking MJF down. And to be fair, he's also got a bit of Bobby Roode in him as well. Like It Factor Bobby Roode from 2011, 2012. That's another former wrestler. I was thinking, like, who else he reminds me of? That's another character he's got in there, like little bits, tidbits for MJF. And again, he climbs over the barrier. That was good. He's like, he can't get me from here. But Bandito's got the top rope. MJF's on the other side of the barrier. And he reaches him. Diving crossbody. Jumping arm breaker, double knees into the arm of Bandito. I don't know why I did that. Weird. Hate when it does that. I don't know why I did that. Sorry, folks. Big boot to the face of Bandito. Going for Heat Seeker. Such a good move. And he got caught. Oh. An assisted cutter. That was good. Again, going for Heat Seeker. Second time's the charm. Nope. Countered again. This time, Bandito evades that assist for the cutter. Going up top. 450. Nope, shooting star. Oh, you kicked out. This has been a really good match. It's now gone 3 minutes past 3 in the morning. 21 plex. MJF lands on his feet. What a counter. Small package. Kick out. Sunset flip. MJF rolls through. Counters back. Right, here comes the pin sequences. The 2 count, and finally the grips released. MJF forces it all the way out. Really good main event. He's got him up, Bandito. Torture rack knee. He's going for 21 plex. Boom. What a sell by MJF. That was funny. Man's like, I can take this. Stand back up. And then straight down. Let's see. Are we going to get it? 2 count. Oh. Salt of the earth. Fujiwara armbar. So good by MJF. So good. We are 18 minutes into this world title match. Crossface. He's telling MJF, fuck you, mate. It's over. Bandito passed out. To win clean in your first title defense as a heel is rare. That was really good. He won cleaner than clean. It was excellent. He wants to talk as well. It was really good. And it's rare to win clean as your first heel defense. Even in his second reign, he won clean. That's rare. By submission? Pass out? MJF saying that they're right. Bandito could be an AEW World Champion, and rightly so. Fair play to MJF for that, as the heel champion, for saying this. And now he's beating the shit out of Bandito. See, he puts him over, then beats the shit out of him. That's good heel work. You do the right thing, you suck the people in, then bang. Oh, he's saying take the mask off. There's Brody. Combat jeans, t-shirt, and trainers. The man's here for the fun. And MJF's like, bye-bye. Brody helping Bandito up. Yeah, Collision Saturday. Relief. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we went 2 hours, 15 minutes. And it's been a fun night. I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good one. I think they are, yeah. I think they are. We're going to have fun tomorrow. And I think we deserve it. So, thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. Tomorrow, we'll see what TNA has in store. All I'm going to say is they better actually bloody try. I think we're going to get one, Fernando, just not yet, but we're going to get it. Anyway, you guys have been great. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, brothers. Peace out. And of course, the ladies too. You're all great.
And today, our time comes to an end. This has been another exciting stream. Thank you very much for watching. And also, remember, if you get cracked over the head with a steel chair, you're not going to get concussion. You're just going to come back here. Goodbye.